That'll be interesting.
I think it has to do with the fact that it's like 1/3 of a full game.
Yeah,
it has 2 extra expansions coming.
Yeah, totally.
And now you can even see they recently announced all these new features for the Heart of the Swarm.
Yeah,
and, you would think those would be included in the first part.
Yeah, like the reconnect to drop games and what are the other ones? What was the other big one?
Clan support was a big one for a lot of people.
Well, that hopefully
multiplayer replays.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah.
The unranked ladder for a lot of people who have ladder anxiety.
Yeah, unranked ladder, and they have practice buddy search tool or something. It's pretty cool.
Yep.
And hopefully they bring all these things over to Diablo 3. Like the clan system's gonna be awesome. Make some guild banners and stuff. So yeah, I think it's gonna be awesome. It's going in the right direction and everything.
I think that's pretty much why people think it's not a true successor yet, because it's like not even fully out.
Yeah, like go ahead, sorry.
They haven't even given it a chance to grow, really. It's only been 2 years since it's been released, while Brood War has had, like, this huge amount of time to grow.
Yeah, totally.
Like, that's the thing, like, they're just trying to push StarCraft 2 as an esport, and then everyone knows that they don't want, just Wings of Liberty to be the esport. They want people to actually, like, have a reason to buy Heart of the Swarm and whatever they're going to name the Protoss expansion. So they have to add these things. It's like they have to keep stuff out of the first and second expansion and add it all in the third or whatever. And it's like, I mean, it's a business decision, so they make money, but it's like, well, this freaking sucks as a customer because I wanted this stuff in the beginning when it was there in 1998 when Brood War came out or whatever.
Yeah, totally. No, that's some good insight right there. Yeah, totally. It's Blizzard they're doing it right. I mean, the companies that charge them electric bills and all their other expenses sure aren't easing up on them, so just across the board. Well, I guess, are you guys both excited for Diablo 3? Obviously, you've been working your butts off for the past, year now? You both have been mods for like a year now, right?
How long have you been a mod for? You've at least been a year.
I've been a mod for a year.
Yeah, I've been a mod for too long.
Well, I mean, do you have anything super awesome about Diablo 3 you want to tell everyone about or get them hyped for? Or any shout-outs to anyone?
I'd just like to say that I'm going to be, like, totally cut off from social ties as soon as it's released.
That's a pledge?
I'm skipping, like, all my classes on Tuesday, so...
Yeah, I've been working for like a month now, so I could take time off and just like have kind of like a nest egg to sit on, So I'm gonna just be going hard, go serious hard. I'm gonna buy a few cases of Red Bulls, do it for real.
You gotta prepare.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny. People are gonna be dropping dead.
Back talking about the Reddit community for a little bit. So you said that the Reddit community is a combination of old school gamers, some new gamers. So this group of people, what is their general consensus on Diablo 3? Are they all excited fanboys? Are there any concerns that they're voicing about the game? What does the Reddit community think?
There were a lot of concerns at first, to be honest. I remember when I first took over the subreddit, and it's only like me, Tapper, and Lemon, and maybe Zip had just come on. Like, there were a lot of people complaining about how the real money auction house is going to ruin the game, how being online all the time is going to take away from the playability of the game, and all this other stuff.
It's
a lot
cartoony.
Of people have come around. Yeah, a lot of people have come around on it. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people have come around on it.
It looks great.
Yeah, it does.
Well, I mean, no, people still like, oh, it looks like WoW. Everyone wants to hate on WoW, and it's like Blizzard is the same company who makes World of Warcraft, so obviously they're going to have people who, some artists are going to be working on Diablo 3. All the people who worked on Diablo 2 probably might not want to do it, or just retired, or whatever, go move on with their life. They're doing bigger, better things.
They're making Torchlight too.
Yeah, maybe they're making Torchlight too. Maybe they were to check out that instead of Diablo 3.
Yeah, go play some Hellgate.
There's actually a trick I use if I play a game where I find it not dark enough, like Titan's Quest or just some Diablo clone. Like, just turn the brightness down the monitor and it makes the single-player experience much better.
Just playing through Diablo 2, like, it really is dark. Like, your light radius is really small without any buffs or anything. Like, it's really dark.
Yeah.
You open a door and you're like, hey, is the bad guy in there? It's like, oh, there's the Smith, and you just hit me for like half my HP. I gotta run.
It's something blowing up on you and you're done.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, everyone's gotten over him for now. Like Diablo 3 probably isn't going to really become an esport type game. Like, the arena might become competitive, but if it does to an extent, then, I mean, it's not like you're going to bring in your character to play. You're going to have like this preset character. Like you obviously can have all the abilities. You're going to be able to pick what runes and what skills you want. But
Yeah.
you all have the same equal gear as
Like,
everyone else.
yeah. Like the
Wherever
WoW.
the gear caps out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. We were really into PvP and Diablo 2, and we took it seriously.
Really
But
looking forward to it.
yeah, we're really looking forward to it. But and I'm glad that they kind of like stepped back from the system that they had in place, like when they were showing at BlizzCon and stuff, because I felt like that was a little flawed. It was it didn't have the same feel. I didn't actually play it, but it didn't feel the same. You know, it wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't as like reflex intensive. I feel like, or something. It's also the kids are playing characters they've never played before, and they have no idea what the skills are. But
Yep.
I don't know. It should
a
be
lot of stuff has
interesting.
changed since then too. Like
Yeah.
Demon Hunter sucked so much at BlizzCon, and like when I first got in the beta, it was ridiculous how much less damage I do than every other class. I mean, now I'm not entirely sure they compare, but I'm pretty sure it's a lot closer.
Yeah. You guys have any tips for people who are going to be playing? Like, you know what the best? Has anyone worked out like the best 4 group characters are or something?
Actually, what they're saying is either solo or 3, because with 3, you can, well, it's just like for rushing to 60 is from what I've learned or what I'm thinking of doing, since I'm going to try and rush really, really fast, is you want to have one person who is mainly strength gear, one person who's mainly dex gear, and one person who's intellect gear. So whenever an item drops, you have an idea, you know, hey, so-and-so might need this item since he's a witch doctor or wizard because it has intellect on it. Maybe, you know, I can give it to him, because everyone, if you go solo and you kill a skeleton king, you get 2 rare items. If 3 of you go, you get 6 rare items. Odds are you can, you know, trade items between each other and just help each other out, go faster and kill stuff faster.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, good point. Right.
I guess my only tip is that the wizard's OP, so.
The wizard's OP. Yeah, I think we're gonna be running with 2 wizards. So I don't know. We don't know yet though. We're still trying to hammer this out.
Teams.
Yeah,
It'll
couple
make me feel
different.
better when I kill him
So
with
how
my
much
demon
of the
hunter.
game have you seen? How much of the late game do you know about?
I haven't seen a lot of it. I mean, if someone's willing to link me something, or you know, if Jay Wilson's willing to like message me on Skype or something and say, here's, you know, the whole entire thing back or walk through the game, I'll gladly watch it. Like I'll still be able to thoroughly enjoy the storyline or if it gets spoiled in front of me or whatever. So that's why. I mean, I'm not entirely sure. Just from all the abilities, from what they've changed, like from being able to play the beta from the start and just have like a little sneak peek at more abilities than most people who played it like 2 weeks ago when it was open. Hopefully I have some advantage over people. But I mean, it looks pretty balanced from the demon hunter perspective. I'm not entirely sure about how much change the other classes have gone through.
Yeah, I remember the witch doctor dominated. I felt like, but I mean, it's just the beginning.
Yeah,
The
he's
beta
that
just low
buff
level.
thing. Yep.
Can't really tell anything about the end game.
Yeah, when you sit there, you know, level up your blacksmithing or crafting whatever till beyond, you know, way beyond your level, because you sit there and farm the skeleton king 100 times and you have items that you're not supposed to have until halfway through Act 2. Then
Yeah,
it's a little
totally.
different.
Totally.
So I'm wondering,
Yeah,
it's a resource utility, yes? So people can find things on Reddit. I'm wondering how much Diablo 3 information is available on Reddit, game mechanics and that kind of stuff. Things that, you know, wouldn't be found by just playing the Diablo 3 beta.
There's actually, I mean, I think a couple people posted some math that they did on some demon hunter abilities. I can't remember the name of it, but you get a critical strike chance increase based on
What kind of bows? What bows and crossbows you use. Yeah, I saw that. That was awesome. But and a few people have tried doing it. I've seen a few people do it, and then they're like, "Oh, actually, I didn't take this into account, and it changes the math and scratch all that." You know, so it's definitely complicated.
Is there any information available, like damage charts or anything for high level?
Not yet, because they haven't. It hasn't really been nice and released all this information. Like they've released, you know, this is what the item's name is going to be, but here we haven't told you the stats yet. But I mean, if anybody has a question, just post it to Reddit, and if it's a good question and people want to know the answer, they'll gladly upvote it, and someone hopefully will come with the answer eventually.
Yeah, totally. That's
the nice thing about it. I mean, if it's not like, oh, I made this awesome question, but you know, like one person responded to it, then I got just, you know, pushed aside by some random person asking like, what color hair are you going to make your demon hunter? Like some other random crap. I mean, if it's a really nice question, it can get upvoted, and it.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. One of the problems I always had with Diablo 2 and all RPGs in general is that just finding information is always a pain in the ass. It's like you'll go on Diablo 2 forums and you'll see so much information that's posted where it's just the same questions getting re-asked every 2 pages, and everything's a mess. So if there's a good thread of golden information 4 or 5 pages back, you're not going to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no one likes to go through 100 pages just to find their one little thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's just.
I'd say the
There's
Reddit
better
system
ways.
really sounds good by comparison.
Yeah, it's such a good tool. It's so awesome, especially compared. I mean, I'm a long-term JSP user. I have like an 03 account. No, I have an 03 or 04 account. Or no, I think it's 04. Definitely, it's 04. But I've used it forever. I mean, I like it for what it is. I really don't have that many posts for being on there for so long because I wasn't really into the whole just talking on Reddit, D2JSP all day. But the Diablo subreddit is just like so useful, and just like you just get all the best information is sitting right. It floats to the top, I like to say, and then like then if you want to find like more, oh, this is a picture I drew of so and so, you click 2 back and you find stuff like that. It's really cool. So I think it's an awesome tool. Everyone should check it out. And you guys are probably gonna have like a trade section for Diablo eventually too, right? Or you already do, like the extra subcategories. What do you call them, to the subform?
Subreddits.
Yeah.
There's subreddits for everything. I mean, if it's related to Diablo, you can post it to the main one. We're not going to remove your post or something. But if you want like a more specific thing, like you want to look for Diablo 3 trades or Diablo 2 trades for people to play Diablo 3 with, there's subreddits in the sidebar.
Yeah.
Like just mouse over the community links or miscellaneous, and you'll find all the stuff there.
We're also working on something that would help a lot with like tightening up the community together, but we're not going to talk about it right now.
Oh yeah. Okay. Save it for some other time.
Maybe all Blizzard like it.
The community is
Blizzard right
really
now.
far apart, so there's so many different Diablo communities, and none of them talk to each other.
Yeah. So that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You guys are the great unifiers.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Well. All right. Well, I mean, what are some other sites that you want to throw out there for people to check out for Diablo Intel?
Battle.net is a pretty good site, I've heard.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, really, just like come to like. I can't really. It's hard to like give shout-outs to other sites when you can literally just come to Reddit.
Yeah. It is.
And if it's good, it's going to be posted there. Like any interview Jay Wilson has done about the game, and if you want to know how hard Inferno is going to be, just look at like our top posts. Like if you want to look at what the final unlock is for the Diablo 3 unlocking thing, it's the top post right now on Diablo. I mean,
yeah.
It's hard to get this.
Yeah. Totally.
I used to lurk at Diablo.inc gamers. They're a really good site.
Yeah, I remember them from back in the day. Yeah, they were awesome. They're really edgy, it's like really cool. Like it's like '98. It's like back in 1998 again. It's pretty cool.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's true.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna about wrap it up. I mean, unless you guys want to say something else, I asked all the things I wanted to ask. I keep up the good work. It's awesome. In the past year that I've been a member, it's awesome where it's come. It's just such an awesome resource. Thank you guys so much for everything.
I guess we can. We're not for sure about this, but hopefully sometime after release, when Jay Wilson catches his breath and Bash catches his breath too, maybe they can come and do and ask me anything in the Diablo stuff. Maybe. Not 100% sure. Hopefully, maybe.
A possible announcement to an announcement being made in the future. Right?
Exactly. I'm taking a hint from I don't know, Team Evil Geniuses or Team Liquid.
There you go. Well, all right. Well, these two upstanding members of the Diablo community, thank them, and I guess we'll be doing more of these videos in the next week leading up to Diablo 3's release. So look for us. We're going to be doing them on various communities from Diablo 2. Hopefully that's mostly what we're going to be covering. There's not many other Diablo 3 sites out there that worth mentioning besides, like they were saying, if you want to find them, go to the subreddit Diablo. So hope everyone enjoyed it and leave some feedback. He said